It was Thanksgiving night in Plymouth, the town where the Mayflower first touched the shore. Families gathered around tables, laughter echoing through the crisp November air. But behind the warmth of candlelight, Plymouth carried whispers, old, stories of a feast that was never meant to be celebrated. They say the first settlers invited spirits to their table, unknowingly. Hungry, desperate, and fearful, they carved a turkey beneath a blood-red moon. And when they raised their cups in thanks, something answered. Not God, not fortune, but something older. Something that had lived in the woods long before the Mayflower's sails appeared on the horizon. Tonight, centuries later, Emma walked home from her aunt's house. The streets quiet, the town asleep. She passed Burial Hill, where crooked stones leaned like teeth. The wind carried a sound, like a prayer but broken, whispered in a language she didn't know. She froze. The shadows between the graves seemed to move, stretching longer than they should. Emma remembered the legend. If you hear the prayer on Thanksgiving night, don't answer. Don't look. Don't listen. But curiosity is stronger than fear. She turned her head. There, at the edge of the hill, stood a figure in colonial garb, face hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat. In his hands he held a platter. The smell of roasted meat drifted toward her, rich and sweet, but wrong, like something spoiled beneath the surface. He lifted the platter, offering it to her. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. A text from her cousin. Did you hear it too? Emma's breath caught. The figure stepped closer, and the prayer grew louder, now inside her head. She saw the meat on the platter. It wasn't turkey. It was something pale, something human. She ran, heart pounding, but the streets of Plymouth twisted, unfamiliar. Every corner led her back to Burial Hill. The figure waited, patient, hat shadowing his face. Behind him, more settlers emerged, carrying dishes, their eyes hollow, their mouths moving in silent thanks. Emma screamed, but the town swallowed her voice. The feast had begun again, and she was the guest of honor. So if you ever spend Thanksgiving in Plymouth, listen closely. If you hear the prayer, don't answer. Don't look. Don't listen. Because the Feast of Shadows is always hungry, and it always needs someone new at the table.